sure. You got your cell phone?
No. I left it at home. We have to find people.
So is Belle your main project right now? Is that main one you're working on?
This is Belle's instrument panel.
Right.
We were missing this section. Okay. This is not her original panel here. This is the repoply made according to blueprint. Since then, I have found the real one.
Whoa.
And we got it back.
Wow.
It was taken out of Belle in the 60s and presented to a Boeing executive on his retirement. And he made a coffee table out of it, and it was down in the coffee table. He passed away, and it passed to somebody, and someone found it at a yard sale in Seattle. And they knew what it was, and they got it, and they donated it to Mighty Eighth Museum. Well, the Mighty Eighth Museum wanted to trade us out of it. I said, no, you got government property. There's going to be no trouble, no trading. And I sat on it, and finally the media, you know, on Facebook and everything, they took a whipping for not giving that to us, and we got it.
Really?
But the real thing, the panel was here, but in this compass card holder was her original Army Air Corps data plate that goes back by the tail.
Oh,
and that's what I really want.
That is amazing.
So I got the data plate back. It's down in collections now, the panel is and everything. But it'll be put back in Belle when I'm done.
It's amazing, you know, that you could track it down to Seattle or to a Boeing executive and come back. I mean, I'm not going to ask you how, but it's just amazing how you can trace that part of that panel back to the
I know, it's amazing. Yeah.
That owner.
This is Belle's upper turret, as I said, and that's a B-24 ball turret, and the other one is Belle's ball turret, and the other, that is Belle's tail gun position back here. Now, a lot of sheet metal work went on that. These are from her war bond tour. These are names scratched in. If you donated so much money, supposedly you got to scratch your name in the airplane. So we uncovered all these names. Now, they'll be covered back up when we paint her, but they've all been documented. Okay. And then a lot of people ask me how we get parts for some of this old stuff. Like in here, there's a bulletproof windshield right here. That was all delaminated. Well, I bought a brand new old stock up on eBay for $50. So that's how we got that. This little hatch here, the airplane was missing it. There was a gentleman on a tour here on a Friday. He was from England. He asked to speak to somebody in charge. They come and got me. I come down here and he said, I see you're missing this hatch here. Would you like to have one? And I said, sure. He said, well, when I was a little boy, my dad would pick me up and put me on the other side of the fence, and the Army Air Corps airfield was there, and I'd run down to where they had all the crashed airplanes in a big heap down at the end of the runway. I stole parts, and that's one of them.
Wow.
So that's how I got that hat.
Whoa.
Stolen goods?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So that's how I get stuff. And then this here, like this canvas cover, it looks brand new, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It is brand new World War II old stock. Somebody donated that. You can see the canvas cover that would cover up here. We had this gun camera in here for the tail gun position.
Right.
We needed this 90-degree lens here. We didn't have one in the collection. My young guys got on eBay, found one, $30.
Wow.
So that's complete now.
That's amazing.
Amazing computers and eBay.
Now here's something you need to take a picture of is this. This is very peculiar. They would rotate this for certain colors and nobody can tell us what that was for. And it's peculiar to the 91st Bomb Squadron stuff. We don't know what it... We know Belle had that one of them on there. We've reproduced that from pictures and stuff.
It's not communication between the airplanes?
Only thing we can think
Like,
for
like
is,
the lights
is
under the wings.
whether
Yeah.
it's for night fighters, whether there was a code or a certain color you flew, and if someone in the formation did not have that code, he was enemy.
Yeah.
That's the only thing we can figure.
We don't have it confirmed.
No, no one has told us what this is.
It seemed like even today there would be a tail gunner that would be alive that could take.
Nope. Art Kemp out there in Urbana, he was a tail gunner, never seen one of them.
Now we have a mission. Pretty sure.
So tell us, find somebody that knew and used that. Okay.
Good morning.
Morning, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Okay.
That'll be a good mission.
Oh yeah.
Just jump out of the plane.
When do you guys
Now we got
project
Belle.
the Belle is going to be completed?
It has to be on display next spring, but that's not, the interior is not going to be complete. No way, shape, or form, but
Ken, once you get it on display, can y'all work on it in the display?
we're going to have to, yeah. But she will be painted and have guns sticking out of it.
What are you going to do with the original paint up there? Are you going to just mask that off and paint around it?
That's not her original.
Oh,
that
that's-
there was put on in the late 70s, early 80s.
Oh, okay.
When they stripped it and repainted it
Oh,
at
okay.
one time.
Were y'all going to leave that?
We just left that on there for all the tourists. Everybody wants their picture taken.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So when it comes time to repaint, we'll strip that.
Okay.
Then I have two guys that can paint, and those are real good on
Right,
staff.
okay, great.
So I had to let, one's going to paint the left side and one the right side so they don't kill each other.
Did they open the gate for the bomb site?
This will be Belle's bomb site.
Wow.
Now, is a B-17, is this basically the same bomb site that would say being a B-25 also?
Yep. North, yep.
This would be the same model?
Uh-huh. This is Belle's seat cushion for the pilot and stuff. And you see these hooks here? These are made according to the blueprint in the ring. There's that little metal piece. So, you remember that guy, the white-haired guy from Austria?
Right.
He's a master machinist. We had these laser cut downtown. He made this die and he inserts this one way and he presses it and he presses it. So all these things are bent exactly the same and then they get sewed into here for the seats. That's how much trouble we go to try to be authentic as we can.
Right.
Can't do without guys like him. There's his bottom cushion. And they're stuffed with K-pop like the original that would float. I can't get the original like old oilcloth. This is more naugahyde, but the originals would have been that old type of oilcloth stuff.
Right. What is this jig here?
This is a tool. Matt, this is a tool for cowling removal and put on for Beach 18 like, and I brought it in here and he made me this jig so they're all bent the same. And other things he's made all of it to bend these little springs. He's made this little die to wrap this around and make these little springs. To hold a distributor cap on a Liberty engine. He's made me these little things. For the ball current, they hold tools on top. He made that little die to press that spring steel.
Yeah.
Made these. He made this die here to form these lenses. This is for them, that light on the tail of Memphis Belle. The other one was corroded. He made, these are for a World War I Spad. They hold the engine cowling parts on.
The original Zeus.
He made all them little dies, Frankie, and all them parts in, and then he symbols in.
Yeah. The guy, I heard him saying that he was in Austria and watching the B-17s drop the bombs. The man is probably, what, 80 years old?
Oh, he's 85 or so, I think.
Something
like
it. He's very, very interesting. While you're
His hobby is at night he goes home and works mathematical problems the long way, not with a calculator. That's his hobby.
Really?
This is off of our bow fighter. We needed these for the engine. The cowling goes around there, and this acts like a rubber bump pad for the cowling, wraps around with a cable to hold the cowlings on. After that, we didn't have any of these, so this was sent to us from somebody in New Zealand out of a crash site. So now we had something that German reverse engineered this. And so we had them laser cut, or we had this and laser cut, and then he made this die, and he hand dies that, and it forms that. Then he drills a series of holes in it. It goes into that die. We mix up a 2-part rubber, and it comes, and that's what we get. And we can control the color of the rubber. Now these are all funky from everybody handling it.
Right. Put down.
That's what we do there. That he helped on that project. I can't do it. Johan.